There is a lot of questions in my mind as to what Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler are going to bring to the Las Vegas Raiders squad. I think there is, especially when you take a look at these two, their histories, both in their respective positions with the Patriots, especially from a quality organization such as the Patriots, one has to wonder, what can we expect from these two? Well, I think there's a lot of different things you can expect from these two. First off, I think you're going to find a lot of wheeling and dealing in a way. Like, I fully expect these guys to be able to look at what they're doing in terms of contract-wise, in terms of what they're trying to bring for value for the franchise. And I think that's going to go a long way, whether it's with the Derek Carr contract situation. And I know a lot of people, especially in the comments, aren't thrilled about it. And also some are. So it's kind of a, I would say it's more of a 70-30 split. But I maybe split means half, whatever. 70-30 is what I'm gauging from the fan bases so far. At least the ones that have commented on our videos. But I will say, I'm excited about this signing, these two hires, in Josh McDaniels as the head coach and Dave Ziegler as the general manager. I do think, by the way, I always want to call Dave, I'm going to call him Dave Z, because I apparently can't pronounce his last name right, but I always want to call him Mark. I don't know why, but overall, I think there's a lot to be excited about with the Raiders right now, and I think it starts with what they're going to do in free agency. I expect them to go out and get quality free agents. If you look at what the Patriots did last year, getting guys like, Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, and there's just a lot, they saw their needs in that Cam Newton didn't have a whole lot of help, and they went out and got it. So what do we see as the Raiders' main needs? Obviously, I think corner is on the list, offensive line, interior specifically, even right tackle I think could be up for grabs as well. Maybe even center. I don't know. Everybody basically but Colton Miller should be on alert. Seriously, that's the situation we're in right now. So outside linebacker that can provide a little bit of pressure and also play effectively in the run game. Other than that, I mean, defensive tackle, maybe just a speed rusher, because I feel like Darius Philon, Jonathan Hankins, and all those boys do a lot of great work in the middle there, and they deserve a lot of credit. They don't get it, though. It's a shame. But overall, I expect them to be able to get quality free agent signings at a good price. I expect them to address some major needs in free agency. Guys for corner, I don't know, like J.C. Jackson's on the market. We know that. And we'll do a lot more as we get moving forward as to who these two need to hire, these two hired guys who they need to bring in to be able to help out their franchise with some specific needs. But I think what you can expect from them is, like we said, you can expect them to get some quality deals in free agency. I think the next biggest thing is you can expect is that this team is going to be not only well coached, and I know the whole Denver thing with McDaniels, I don't care. I really don't care. I really think that what you did now matters. I don't care what you did in your past. There was a saying I can't remember from a couple I watch on YouTube, or my wife watches on YouTube, and I think it goes something along the lines of, how can you compare me to what my past? I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't even know what it is, but it sounded good to me. So I'm going to give my Cliff Notes version of basically don't compare me from my past. Look what I've done in the now, and that what I think. I think when you take a look at a guy like Josh McDaniels, I think that. That has to be number one. You have to see what he's done with Mac Jones. That offense, he's consistently helped their quarterbacks out, has them in a position to be successful. And obviously, Bill Belichick, one of the greatest coaches of all time, is also a big thing as well. But overall, a guy like Josh McDaniels, I don't care what he did in his past. I think he's going to help out this team. I think he's going to help further develop Derek Carr, potentially a quarterback to come in. I don't know. And I think that they're going to be a well-coached team. They're going to have a great team culture. And finally, I think the biggest thing you can expect from guys like Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler is I think they're going to draft well. Now, a big thing in our comment section was no more reaches. Here's the thing, though. Sometimes when you scout a player, you bank more on potential. The Vikings did it with Anthony Barr back in the day. He was a quality edge rusher, and he was a quality linebacker for them for many years. The point is, I would much rather a franchise take a shot on a player that they think could be something more than what he was in college, because we've seen it all the time. We see it all the time of that college football players end up being more than in the NFL than they were in college. Like they get around the right coaches in the right system. And I believe that's another thing that they're going to do in McDaniels and Ziegler. They're going to find ways to just incorporate guys that are into the right system and use them to their strengths. And I think that's really going to help out the Raiders. And like I said, I don't expect a whole lot more reaches. Now, will you find when a guy you miss on occasion? Like, yes, not every pick is a golden boy. You know. Okay, but I will expect them to be able to continue bringing their best talent in, not having near as many reaches, getting quality guys in the free agency and in the draft to be able to help out them build this team. And I expect them to be able to just take this team a step further. First round of the AFC wild card this year, I think at least divisional round is definitely where this team needs to go moving forward, or that's where the expectations are in my mind. Maybe even higher, especially even higher. This team, like I've said it from the beginning, maybe one wide receiver they need on offense, just like a speedster that they can stretch the field with. Other than that, offensive lineman, corner, and outside linebacker, I think are big needs. Defensive tackle as well. So overall, I think there's a lot of excitement to be, especially with the Las Vegas Raiders franchise, and there's a lot of excitement that needs to be with these two hirings, because I think it's going to be very big for the Raiders. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We really appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. Be sure to check out our social media platforms, which you can find all those down in the description below. Make sure you guys give us a follow there. Also, remember to send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com, or put in the comment section down below as it pertains to anything else you would like us to cover. But let us know what you guys think about what the expectations are for the Las Vegas Raiders' new hirings in Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler.